Hi, you guys. Oh my gosh. It's been insanity in Gossip Land. I literally could be working 24 hours a day to try to keep up. Anyway, thank you so much for the patrons out there watching this YouTube. You guys support the YouTube channel. Without you, there is no YouTube. For me, the ads aren't enough, unfortunately. But with the Patreon support, I can continue to do YouTube for everybody. Isn't that fun? Yay. Oh, by the way, you guys, I've come to the point where I'm going to get eye surgery. And I've been saving up my money to be able to do it. And I'm so scared. And I'm doing it in like 2 weeks. And I'm not doing any promo. I'm literally just doing it. It's so expensive. I was like, oh my goodness, but it's worth it. I'm like, I need to see. They put in contact lenses and they're not really working, but I can see you guys and I can see close up again. Yay! Just for a little while. You think those glasses were driving you crazy watching my videos. They were driving me more crazy. So I'm not going to be a candidate for the lesser surgery. I'm going for the big whopper one, but wish me luck. That's really what I was saying in this video is wish me luck. I'm kind of scared. It's going to be in 2 weeks and I'm putting all my money into it and I'm praying I can see. Because sight, as you get older, losing your sight is horrific. It's the worst thing. I'll let you guys know how it goes and, you know, if it works for me. I'm doing it young because a lot of people don't do it till they're 65, but I feel like I need to do it now because I just hate not being able to see. It's awful. Okay, enough about that. All right, let's get back into it. Vanderpump Rules, so many fights already for the upcoming season 10. What is going on? There's so much drama. So I thought we'd do a quick touch base about it and see how we feel about all of this. So Ariana Maddox has been very upset because she was in Florida on a personal emergency and didn't go to Tom Sandoval's concert. And everyone thought that that was validation in Gossip Land, that the rumors about her relationship and Tom Sandoval falling apart were that Tom had been focusing on his band and his concerts and their relationship had been under strain. And the producers on Vanderpump Rules were desperately trying to keep them together and it wasn't working. And so they broke up during the filming of the show. And I guess that Ariana, of course, was like, that is all wrong. I'm still with him. And she had put some cryptic posts up that I think reminded the fans of Katie Maloney before she filed for divorce. And so that got everybody. And she was not meaning what everyone thought her cryptic posts meant. But again, the fans refer to other reality stars. And so they were like, ooh, Katie Maloney kind of did that. And now we see this happening. And I think the fans also felt that with Tom Schwartz single, who's Tom Sandoval's best friend, that might make Tom second guess his relationship with Ariana because now Tom Sandoval is, you know, single. He's probably having a lot of fun. You know, he's free. And it's possible that Tom Sandoval was looking at Tom and was like, wow, it's not so bad to be single and free. And maybe I want to be, especially since I'm touring with my band and all this stuff. Now, Ariana doesn't seem like the type to hold you back, but I think that was something the fans felt. And so felt like that, you know, that's where this gossip got legs. Like, well, you know, if my best friend was single and my relationship was maybe I would do that. And I think people feel like Tom Sandoval and Ariana's relationship, although a great match, is kind of Now, certainly I'm not in bed with them, so I have no idea. Maybe it's like shit hot, but it doesn't really translate on the TV set. Now, they were at the MTV Awards and they were really quiet about what is happening during shooting. They were very secretive, and they were very concerned about saying anything that would let away the plot when they were at the MTV Awards giving away a reality award. So it's also possible, I suppose, that Ariana is really worried that this gossip, was leaked, because maybe there is some rocky stuff that's going to play out on camera, and she's like, I want to distance myself from that, that leak, because Bravo would be upset with me. If, our storyline got out in some way. So I don't know. I mean, Bravo and Cocktails, who leaked this, usually is pretty right. She talks to people on the production. So maybe they felt like they were breaking up. They really weren't. Anyway, I don't know. This is just what I've heard. Everything on this channel is gossip, you guys. So let's move on to the next feud. So the other feud is between Raquel Leviss and two people. One is Oliver Saunders' wife, and the other is Katie Maloney, because Raquel hooked up with Tom Schwartz, allegedly, for, the show at Scheana Shay's wedding to Brock Davies that they did. I checked in on Shenanigans, her podcast, to see if she gave us any tea, and I'll play it for you guys, what I like. Just before we get into this drama, let me play you a little intel on the wedding that we're gonna see on Vanderpump Rules that Scheana and Brock are having. I can't believe they actually got married. I'm in shock.
To go to Mexico. My sister and I went down to Mexico in March. We looked at 4 venues, and the second we walked into Dreams, right? It was just the vibes, everything about it. The room we sat down in, the video that played showing us that we could have the glass platform over the pool with the beach. It just...
I feel like we weren't even there for very long.
We weren't.
Without making
That's
the
Courtney
decision.
herself.
We were probably there the shortest out of all 4 resorts, and we just knew the second we got there.
I know. You didn't even see it before I chose. You just trusted me.
Well, yeah, happy wife, happy life, right? I was already on that move.
Smart man.
No, I think it was when you guys came back, told us about it. Shelby came up with some options. The pandemic really limited traveling, and so that was all taken into account. So I'm glad we pulled the trigger, and I'm glad we
all about the budget. You guys should go listen to Shenanigans and hire some of her vendors that she used on her wedding.
I didn't even expect it to be everything it was. We almost didn't do the white party because of budget.
We
were like, we just, here's what we did. So when we sat down, we said, give us everything. If we have fuck you money, just everything, and let's see how much it costs, and then we'll cut back from there. So once we saw how much everything was going to cost, we're like,
okay. So here's a secret drag of Katie Maloney. Ready?
That is what it is.
Okay, let's move on to guests. So how many guests did you guys have total?
We ended up with 118. So we wanted to always keep it under 150, but then as we started inviting people, people couldn't come. And then once we really did work out the budget with the dinner and everything, we're like, okay, 120 is our maximum. And we were teetering around 120, and then last minute, some people couldn't come. Maybe some people didn't want to come. And we ended up at 118.
Got it. Yeah, what's the tea on that? I've heard that there's a certain someone who maybe got disinvited.
I should stay off social media. I should stay out of it.
You shouldn't comment things on social media.
I will do better at this. I really will do better at it. I just didn't want this conversation to be around my wedding. You know what I mean?
But it is.
Yeah, I know.
We had a very public
I feel like
wedding.
I feel like the
We had a very public
I feel like
wedding.
the answer to that is, listen, we had a very public, public wedding, and we wanted it was intimate, and it definitely was still intimate. But the problem we have about having an intimate wedding at a public resort is people can still choose to come to the resort.
I will say, it was pretty cool. I know you didn't notice this because I was standing there. Obviously, everyone walked down before I did. But before I walked down the aisle, every single person who was staying at the resort was out on their balcony.
Lisa Vanderpump didn't go to Sheena's wedding here.
And Allie came, and I was really happy she did.
Yeah.
What about Lisa? Lisa wasn't there. A lot of people noticed that.
I know. She said it was too far. She said she had already attended one of my weddings, and she threw me a very beautiful send-off up at her house the week of. So that was nice, but she was definitely missed.
Here we go.
Yeah. And
Okay.
the tea between Tom and Raquel. What can you say about Raquel and Schwartz? Did they hook up? What happened? Did Tom really make out with someone? Did Tom and Raquel really make out? Did Tom and Raquel hook up? Did Schwartz and Raquel make out? There's
They're all
like
the same ones.
100 of them.
My tongue's tied thinking about that.
I know.
I guess that's a question for Tom and Raquel.
Sounds like we need Tom and Raquel on the podcast.
That's stay tuned.
Everyone thinks you have the tea for some reason.
I mean, do I?
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Maybe
listen.
I do.
I mean-
I was worried. I was enjoying our time, and there was so many other things going
There was
on
a
when that
lot.
was happening. We
I
can't
didn't.
comment
I'll
on it.
say this. I'll say this. I did not see anything happen with my own eyes, and that's all I.
I was going to say, if there was any drama the entire week, it was not affecting you guys.
No.
Like, things might have been going on behind the scenes, but
100%.
Yeah.
Because again, we're not just there with that with that part of our friend group. We had all our family, all our friends.
Over 100 other
with that
people.
part of our friend group. We had all our family, all our friends.
over 100 other people there.
So it was great. It was great, and I didn't even notice it. I didn't even notice it until I knew about it, and when I knew about it, I noticed it. And
No,
then
I
was
mean,
like,
I
oh.
definitely saw them hanging out. I saw them sitting down and talking, but I did not see. But
I heard
we'll
a lot of people made out at the wedding.
I heard that too.
It was a vibe. It was a
was
vibe.
Lots of different
Definitely
parties coming
a
together.
vibe.
It was a vibe. It was all love there.
I think it was just a week full of love and feelings.
Totally.
Like, even after you guys walked out, I was like, I've never had baby fever, but Justice, like, I have wedding fever.
Ooh.
I like
Okay.
that.
I think a lot of people felt that way.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I love that.
And that was
This is Katie's response to the fact that Raquel and Tom Schwartz hooked up, and they did hook up at this point in the gossip lifeline. We know it's out there. They did. But the thing is that Katie, I guess, said something to Scheana. This is the gossip, that Katie said something to Scheana like Raquel and Tom Schwartz would be cute together. But I don't think she really meant for Scheana then to go take that idea and plant that seed in Raquel and Tom Schwartz's heads, which allegedly is what she did. And so Tom and Raquel, who I guess are very easygoing people, suddenly decided that, hey, wait, maybe we should hook up. And they were drinking and partying and stuff, and it was like romantic. And anyway, that's how it went down. But Katie blames Scheana because she's like, if you hadn't put that in their heads, they wouldn't have done it. And Sheena's like, well, you shouldn't have said it to me. Anyway, that's the gossip. Okay, so she goes on, Scheana, to talk about how she got a new ring. So she got rid of that like fake diamond ring that they showed on last season that we were all kind of talking about. Yeah, we were talking about it. So anyway, you have to, I thought you guys would like that tea. Let me see if she posted it. So I just want to say that Scheana made sure to say that she invited everyone electronically using emails for them. And she noticed that some people opened their invite but then never came, and some people didn't ever even open their invite, and some people got their invite and came. So, and some people said they were coming and didn't. But the bottom line is Katie Maloney drama there. Yes, and we know what that drama is now because it's already been leaked. Raquel is excited about kissing Tom Schwartz. She's like, look, I'm single, he's single. What's wrong with it? It happened, big deal. Katie Maloney, I think, was, a little jealous. Not because she wants to be back with Tom, but because it's her ex. Like, it's kind of like, couldn't you go for somebody, not him? You're a model, you're gorgeous. You could probably have anybody. Anyway, I think Katie felt like that a little, but she's glowed up. She looks great. She was in Mexico during the wedding, even though she didn't go. She was disinvited by Brock, but she was also, I guess, in Mexico with friends. I'm sure it's just production, but that's the story they're putting out there. We'll figure, that where everybody's in Mexico. And I think Tom wants to date Raquel, if I was to say it. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. I think he's into her. Okay? I don't care what the tabloids say. Yeah, based on Reality Blurb, this just came out. Lala Kent thinks Tom Schwartz is gross for hooking up with Raquel at Scheana's wedding. But she's good friends with Katie, so I would be the same. I'd be like, you are gross, sorry, because it'd be my really good friend. Of course, I'd stand up for her. Reality Blurb says she was just generally grossed out by the hookup, but I think she's more grossed out with Tom. She hints Oliver Saunders, I guess, connecting with Raquel later in the show, and she teases that it's going to be a phenomenal season, and then she got an award for being sober. Yeah, there's a little update for you. Anyway, so that was that feud. And then Oliver Saunders' wife came out and said this, and then the receipts she mentions are in the Patreon. They're gone now off her social media, but I got them. Anyway, allegedly Raquel hooked up with Oliver Saunders while visiting the restaurant in Vegas that Lisa Vanderpump has there now, which looks amazing. And Oliver was working there. He's Garcelle's son, and anyway, his position is that he's been separated for months and, you know, he wasn't cheating on his wife because it was over. In her mind, it wasn't over, and they were working on their relationship with therapists, and she thinks that, you know, she feels that he abandoned trying to figure things out in their marriage. They have one child together, although she has multiple children, and I'm sure he's going to do right by his child. Garcelle, of course, knows how it feels to be cheated on because she's experienced it. She also did a kind of public slap to her man that did that. So she understands where I'm sure the wife is coming from, although she unfollowed her, I think, to say, like, let's not do this publicly. And also, I think, you know, if they were separated, Garcelle sees it as maybe she's trying to exploit them in the public eye. The wife blames Vanderpump Rules and wanting to be on the show for the demise of their relationship. She doesn't blame Raquel. Yeah. Funny that. They've had a tough time, Garcelle, lately with all the bots attacking her son and a difficult reunion, and you know, this then came out about Raquel and the wife, and I just think it's a lot, and I'm sending my thoughts to her for what it's worth. And then Cardi B attacked Garcelle too. Unreal. Yeah. I listened to the interview, and I really feel like Garcelle didn't do anything but really be neutral and, you know, interview this woman who alleged that she was raped by Cardi B's husband back in 1994. So anyway, I'll leave you on that note. I hope you enjoyed this little quick exploration of feuds on Vanderpump Rules, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. You never know what you're going to get on my channel, as you've seen. Like me, hate me. As long as you watch me, it's all I care about.